hey, where in your life are you currently flirting with disaster? And so that's my new favorite question to ask. And it might translate into business. There might be a good business conversation, might be a good personal conversation. And I won't, I won't violate the sacred trust of our coaching group and share anything. But I'll tell you asked a bunch of top producing men and women, like, where in your life are you flirting disaster? Even at surface level, at social media level, at the business numbers, everything's going really well. You get some really deep answers and some deep conversations. So, not that anybody's listening to my podcast, so you don't have to worry. But where in your life are you flirting with disaster?
Well, as long as your wife, kids, and your Uncle Jeb don't hold this against me, because that's your audience.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's a great question, by the way. I like that. There's two areas where I'm flirting with disaster. One is in my perception. One is in the potential of becoming a full-on tinfoil hat wearing prepper, because I see the writing on the wall and it scares the shit out of me about what's really coming. What the agenda, Agenda 21, like it's 2021, like it's all right there. Like the New World Order is not a conspiracy theory. Like there are literally evil forces at play that seek to enslave humanity. That scares the shit out of me. So there's part of me that wants to just pretend like everyth's normal, and another part that wants to go full Red Dawn.
Right.
That's the part that's flirting with disaster. I'm like, let's go. Because making that call, you can't do it too soon.
Right.
or you're the guy that gets locked up.
Right.
And I hope that it never comes to that. I hope it's not true. I really do. And I'm willing to fight and die for my family and for humanity and values and for my country, not the corporation of the United States, but the concept that this country was founded on. If that's what it takes, I'd rather, what's the saying? Better to die a free man than live a slave.
Yeah.
And so there's that, but more immediate. The other place in my life where I'm flirting with disaster, which is complacency. And I think that's where a lot of people flirt with disaster. Whether that's been programmed into us and, that's the seed of the soy boy. But complacency and comfort are killers of dreams. And to believe that I've got all the time in the world, I can do it tomorrow. It's like procrastination and complacency. And it's like, and if I'm living in mission, nothing can stop me. But if I go, well, I mean, who am I? Who really wants to listen? And I'm just going to eat for comfort and nobody really wants to hear what I have to say. And all that bullshit, that's flirting with disaster. Because to me, the worst possible thing that could happen is to die with my potential still inside of me. Who was this? Les Brown or somebody else said the most wealthy real estate in the world is the graveyard, because that's where so many dreams, so many books that were never written, so many movies that never, like all of everybody's potential and dreams and all that stuff that they could have done died with them there. That's flirting with disaster.
So give us a hit list. Give us a hit list of the few things that are still on Russell's agenda as far as making impact, growing the business, writing the book. I don't know. Maybe you're not an actor anymore, but do you still go to Starbucks and write your screenplay like everybody else in LA? Like what's on the hit list?
I don't go to Starbucks. I do have a screenplay.
Of course, we're in LA. Everybody has a screenplay.
Yeah. And actually, I would like to see that one come to fruition. If you took Dexter, True Blood, add a dash of Wonder Woman, throw it in a blender, you'd get a taste of what this will be like.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got the dirtiest look one time because I went to a coffee shop, some super little hipster coffee shop in Highland Park or something. And like, you know, I wanted an iced tea, and of course it was like $17. And so then I hadn't had lunch, so I also got like the $13 vegan cookie or whatever. It's like $32 for an iced tea and a cookie. And I swear I was standing there at the counter, and you know, it took them 17 minutes to make my iced tea. So I'm just looking down the row of tables, and it's like MacBook, you know, man bun. I don't know what I was looking at, man bun. And I just looked at the guy and I was like, hey man, is it going to be okay me buying an iced tea here? And he's like, excuse me? And I'm like, yeah, like I'm not writing a screenplay or anything. And it just so happened that like it was in between songs right when I said that. And I said it a little loud. I was like, yeah, like I'm not writing a screen. And I got like 10 of the dirtiest looks you've ever seen in your entire life. I'm like, no, it's cool guys. I'm going back to work. Like you guys keep writing for Netflix. And then I got my iced tea and I ran quickly because I was scared the knife was going to come out. So
I believe that was at Intelligentsia.
That was at Intelligentsia. Yes, that's exactly where it was.
That's exactly where it should be.
Yeah. Cool. So that's a great answer to that question, by the way. Complacency is where we can all be flirting with disaster.
Yeah.